Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're heading out on the boat again with one goal in mind. I've got the cool box behind me and that's coming back home full up. We're after bass, pollock, bream, there's mackerel finally showing up on the ledge, so the aim is to load up on a lot of those too. So let's waste no time and head out there. Right, we've been fishing, guys, for 10-15 minutes, and on a few cast, I don't know, third or fourth cast, absolutely stonking beautiful bass. But then you probably saw, I'll include the footage if it looks all right. Guy came up literally on the same spot. He's got a double pounder. There's some stonking good bass here today. Let's get a measure on him. So yeah, there you go. He's measured in at 57 centimeters, which for me is my PB bass. So absolutely buzzing with that. That bass was certainly a sign for how the day's fishing was going to be, with the first mackerel mayhem session of the year kicking off.
In the boat. Oh, can't beat mackerel fishing. Well, I think it's a lot of people's entrance into kind of boat and sea fishing, because it's just so easy, it's fun. You know, pulling up a string of 5 mackerel, that's pretty exciting. And I would argue, pound for pound, it's the best fighting fish you can find in the UK. It's night and day compared to winter fishing. It's just, you're out here in 10 minutes, you get PB bass, 10 mackerel, it's just, forget how good it is in summer. Hold the line and pull him in a bit. Facts, I know what I'll do. I'll stick this lure on the bottom of my feathers. Got it? Look up. See that fish? It's on the surface.
Was it?
Yeah. I didn't see, I think it might be a bass. Ooh. Yep, fish on. Yep. Yeah, the darker colours. Oh, straight on. Yeah. Oh, yes. I reckon this is a string. Yeah, for sure. No, he's escaped. Right, so we've been here for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours-ish, probably an hour and a half actual fishing. We're in a dilemma where this was just a pit stop for our kind of final destination, but a little bit like last video, it's kind of hard to leave where it's fishing well. We're going to spend probably one more drift here. We've just reset the drift, try and top up on some more mackerel. We've probably got about 30 mackerel now on that big bass, obviously, that I landed into. We'll give it one more drift, and then we're heading over to Southbourne Rough, target some bream. But the birds have cleared off. However, we can still see fish. I mean, loads of fish on the sound. The sound is just going crazy, and we can still see fish kind of topping the surface. So one more drift, and then we'll peel ourselves away. So this is what we're working with, guys. The mackerel are definitely in. No doubt about it.
absolutely stonking size of mackerel. Thing with mackerel fishing, guys, if those of you that have never done it, which is probably not a lot because it's quite common, which is good, which is great. Great eating, obviously great bait. I often find if you're feathering for mackerel, if you feel one hit, leave it down there because the franticness and the that one fish on the hook swimming around and such, it will often attract the others, and you often feel your line getting heavier and heavier, and then you can pull up a full string. So kind of wait 5 seconds, 5-10 seconds or so, and then start reeling up. And you'll often find that you'll get more than one. So here we go. You always talk about match the bait to the hatch or whatever they say, but here's one of the sand eels that the mackerel, either mackerel or bass spat out. So when it comes to your bait selection, there you go, or lure selection actually, ideal. Alright then guys, just anchoring up on our new mark now. The target here is going to be bream. We've obviously got a bonus bass. We've got tons of mackerel, enough mackerel for dinner, for the freezer, for bait, ideal. So this is a bream mark, which has been fishing pretty well of late, apparently. And it looks it because there's about 4 or 5 different other boats, mostly charter boats and stuff. So fingers crossed, we'll have a good day of it here and carry on filling up that cool box. Right, been here about 30 seconds guys, and we've got fish on already. On the feathers, so probably a little mackerel or something. But is it mackerel? No, they are small, right? And a string of mackerel. Just can't get away from them. There's fish here, which is a good sign. The sea's definitely alive with fish. This has been down, I literally just dropped this, I should have put the camera on. As soon as I hit the bottom, start reeling back up, that was a bit of weight here. Ow. Not a target for today, but it's another fish. Alright, both the squids and worm baits are getting taps on it. I think I might have a little pouting on this one again, so I'm going to double check. But both hooks have been cleaned off. That screams of bream. This is exactly what fishing is like. A bit of chopping and changing with a few different rigs that I had out there. The first rig wasn't doing too much, and I actually switched to the, if you saw my video last time, my last video with the bass fishing, the little chinny hooks that I had going. Tried it with squid, wasn't doing too much. Tried it with a tiny bit of ragworm, literally about less than an inch worth. And within straight drop down, target species. Absolutely awesome. Made up with that. So hopefully we're going to get into some bigger ones, because this one's a little guy. Insane colours. Bream fishing is just, I love it. Oh, he's come off. So yeah, he's going to get back in the water, and we'll try and find some of the bigger guys. So I believe they've got the blue on there, that means they're male. I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's true. So yeah, just to show you guys, this one's been in the fish's mouth. Tiny little chinny hook, and I've got a very small little bead on there as well, with a little scrap of ragworm. That's all you need. That is a stunning bream. Awesome.
Oh, he's a beauty. He's beautiful, isn't he?
So it seems to be fishing for the bream. It's going alright, but it's just fishing through the little pouting as well. But I don't mind. If every other one's a bream, then I'll take that. There we go, another cracking sized bream there with a bonus pouting. Right, new PB for me. Smallest ever bream I've ever caught. Tiny little pouting again. 2 at a time there. The thing with bream fishing that I find anyway, it's very finicky. You kind of have to get the hook size right, get the bait right. A lot of things kind of have to be right to hook into them. Otherwise you find you can start just playing around with them quite a bit. But we're off the mark though, so. Well, both rods were going off. Double shot of pouting. I think this is the curse of slack tides. what we're dealing with there. But it should start picking up in the next 20-30 minutes or so. And I think we're going to fish it out for another hour or so before heading back to the ledge for some, hopefully, pollock. So what we're working with now is we're just coming to the end of slack tide, and it's now kind of starting to turn onto the ebb. So the boat's starting to spin around on anchor, and you can maybe see in the background all the other kind of charter boats and a couple of one recreational guy. Their boats are all starting to spin. So as it becomes slack, everyone's facing different directions, and then as the tide moves and it starts to pick up the boats again that are on anchor, they'll all be facing the right way. Also should mean that the pout fest should end. And we should start digging into some of these bream again, which will be good. But we've got another 45 minutes here to fish a bit more of this tide, and then we're heading off to the ledge. I don't know too much about jellyfish and when they're kind of in numbers, but they're certainly in numbers at the moment. So I'm guessing it's something to do with the heat or the time of the year. But there's tons behind them. Just fish this little one out. Okay. Yeah, tons of them all around the boat. And there we go, almost as planned. The tide picked up a little bit and the bream have started biting again, which is ideal. Probably got another 30 minutes here maybe, make the most of this, and then we're shooting off. But it's a good sign. Only a little one, but it's a bream. Fish on after fish now. Didn't even hit the bottom of the lead, that. With a couple of keeper bream in the cool box, that made 3 out of my 4 targets of the day ticked off. That just left my final species, a pollock, one I actually had some doubt on landing. I spent a lot of time fishing my local reef last year with a mixture of lures, feathers and bait, but didn't actually catch a single pollock. I was interested to see if the new restrictions on commercial catching of the species set in place in January would have an impact on the fish we see inshore, and I soon had my answer. There we go, tiny little pollock for another species. It was a target for the day, but obviously not a keeper. But there we go. Let's find his big brother. Although very small, a pollock in the boat quickly boosted my confidence that I could maybe land a keepable fish myself. And with about 20 minutes left before low tide would cut off the entrance to the harbour, I hit the jackpot. Found his slightly bigger brother, pollock. That is all 4 species, all 4 target species of the day ticked off: mackerel, bass, bream and pollock. Get in. Right guys, last drift of the day before heading in. Let's see if we can finish on a high. Although there's actually no more boxes to be ticked. We ticked every box that we came out to do. I've had bream, pollock, mackerel, bass, PB bass. Can't beat it. Bite.
Yeah.
Something pollock. Yep, sure. Mackerel, I think.
Is it today?
Oh no, a little pollock.
Pollock, yeah, good.
Smaller one, but it's 3 pollock on the ledge, which is a really good sign. And with that, I trundled back to the mooring with a big cool box and an even bigger smile. I hope you enjoyed this one. It certainly feels like now the mackerel are back in town, the sea is brimming with life again. Please do subscribe if you'd like to see more of my content. I do appreciate any and all support. See you in the next one.